Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDF44 coming at you with another video. All right, so James Harden. I guess the conversation around is James Harden did not sign his extension before training camp began yesterday. And, well, the long and the short of it is he stands to make $110 million extra dollars for doing so. All he has to do is wait until next season and he'll be eligible for that, or rather next summer, and he'll be eligible for that. So what's there to say? It's pretty much a non-story to me. I mean, this really has nothing to do with anything but money, and it's a decision that I think he's responsible for making. $110 million is the number. That's too much money to leave on the table. Like, what I mean by the number is, okay, we start talking about, okay, how much money is responsible enough to where I can leave that on the table and, do what's right for the fans, do what's right, maybe stay in a certain city or whatever. At what point does it become a number that's, it's too much. I got to take the money. $110 million is pretty much where it's at for me. $110 million, I'll leave. I'm out of here. $110 million, I'm sorry, KD. Kyrie, somebody's offering him, and an extra year attached to it, of course, because he's eligible for a 4-year 160 right now, and that ups to 270 with an extra year. So the Nets can give him that. They very well can give him that. So it's not a thing of why isn't he signing the extension. If anything, if he signs the extension, why the hell did you sign the extension? No, don't do that. Do not do that. Seems like he has his head on straight as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing to say other than that. I mean, and if Kyrie or KD looks at him crazy for that, they crazy in my mind. I mean, what kind of friend are you? $110 million, and all he has to do is wait a off season. Even if it's for him to leave, I would congratulate him and send him on his way. Throw him a party on the way out. That much money, man, get out of here. Take that home to your family. Secure that bag. That's a bag. You don't play like that. In my opinion, you don't. Your situation has to be extremely unique. You have to already be at LeBron status, or Kobe status, money-wise, for you to even consider making that type of sacrifice. In my mind, it's not responsible for any athlete to leave that much money on the table. Truly, it's not. You got to take advantage of that. So yeah, James Harden's worked hard to be this elite, right? And to be eligible for something like that is not something that most players they'll never see a contract like that. If he has a chance to get a contract like that, I think it's his responsibility to secure it, honestly. And that's not somebody who puts a whole lot of emphasis on money as it pertains to the importance of it. I think the art form is important. I think that people's passion for the game, where you play, your fit, how happy you are with your situation, all of those things are pretty much what I talk about every day. It's very important. So I wouldn't encourage anyone to go to a bad situation for 5 years for any amount of money, to be honest with you. But within reason, 32 basketball teams or 30 basketball teams, I don't see a situation there that is that bad. None of them are that bad for any one single player to where you need to be turning down the $110 million. No. Nor is any one situation that great, in my opinion, for any player to walk away from a situation where that type of contract could be possible. No. All of them should look and consider that contract. So that's what I got to say, man. That's what I have to say. I'm not surprised by this. I don't think Brooklyn should necessarily be alarmed by this. A $270 million contract is hefty. That's hefty. So if he turns that down and goes away, yeah, you missed out on James Harden. But trust you me, whoever takes on that contract, that is a heck of a risk for any one single player that you give that much of the cap to. Just understand that. Like, do I think James Harden's worth it? Yeah, he's one of those guys that should be getting that. But it's only a few. It's a small number of players, maybe about 7 players, that I think should be eligible for something like that. That is, especially given the fact that you're going to be getting that as probably the tail end contract. This is your 3rd contract. You know what I mean? This is going to be the one that you're going to play out in your 30s. A lot of things can happen in your 30s, including massive decline for some players, Now you think the Pantheon greats who are this great aren't going to have massive decline, which is why you would invest in them in this way, because they're so great it's going to translate to them still being great. But you're more so worried about injuries. That's what you're more so worried about in James Harden's case. Durable dude. You know what I mean? All of these things, again, are worked into the fact that they are eligible for this. the fact that they've been at an elite level already for a certain amount of time, which is why they would invest and think it makes sense to believe that they will be able to withstand such things. But the risk is still there. That's the point. So, yeah, Brooklyn, are you happy if he signs it? I think so. Yeah, especially since you got KD and Kyrie in place. That gives you a chance to win a championship every year for as long as that contract is good. But if he were to get hurt in year 2 and never is the same, you're also stuck to that contract. So, hey, it is what it is. It's just the risk of both parties at the end of the day. So, that's what I got to say, man. My name is BDF44. If James Harden signs an extension, I will get on here and say that it was a mistake. And it's just about the money. That's it. My name is BDF44. That's all I got. Peace.